Nothing can equate to the experience of watching a movie in a theatre as it actually transforms you magically into a different kind of world, be it fantasy, be it horror or thriller, for any genre. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic situation, such theatres were closed back in March 17 in the state, and after almost 8 months, the state has decided once again to provide relaxations. On the state's end, the state claims that numbers have started to stabilize in Tamil Nadu, and based on which theatres are allowed to operate from 10th of November. But strict standard operating procedures has been provided, which we can actually see everywhere. Like, you have sanitizers, you have to maintain distance. In fact, these stickers on the ground actually show where one person should stand from the other to maintain 6 feet distance. So this all has become mandatory. Definitely the experience is not going to be the same like before, but several standard operating procedures has been provided, which has also been accepted by the organizations that run such theaters. In fact, we have the director of Phoenix Theaters with us, and she actually would like to provide various kind of changes that has been done. Hi, very nice talking to you. So starting with the food court, what kind of changes have you brought here?
Yeah, so now that you can see that the food courts are all completely, the packaging and all will be UV tray sanitized and all. Now you can see that they have created disposable trays for your food and drinks, okay, and also disposable cutlery. Popcorns will also be in this area. There are going to be contactless transactions, and they can order sitting in the theatre. They can order through the app, through their application, so that there is contactless. There is at any given point of time minimum contact is there. Even for intervals, they have increased the interval time from 15 minutes to 20 minutes, so that people don't rush and there is no crowding as such. So overall, all across the place, a lot of safety precautions being kept into place in terms of social distancing, in terms of the cleaning and the hygiene, and at the same time making sure that the customer has the experience of coming to a multiplex and enjoying the movie.
And what about like one of the various other locations where people used to generally come close to each other is while buying the tickets? Right. What about those counters?
So for tickets also, there are no physical tickets that will be issued. There are all across the multiplex. There are scan codes given on the screens, on the digital screens. They can scan their code on their mobile. They can have the digital ticket.
And coming to the arena part itself, this is a place where the people are going to sit next to each other, spend almost 2 hours considering Indian cinema. So what are the procedures and steps that's been taken here?
So as you can see that alternate seating has been marked, and all surface touch points, all customer touch points will be frequently cleaned. After every show, between shows, there is fogging that is happening. There is cleaning of the entire theatre in terms of touch points, and surface cleaning is being done.
And coming to the operational part now, we could see that continuous cleaning work is being done. 50% of seats are being produced over there.
Right.
Every time people enter and leave, there will always be a kind of crowd happening. How are you planning to control that?
So for crowd management during the intervals and also post the show, there will be displays on the screen saying how to exit, especially after shows, which row numbers to exit how. Teams are being deployed after the exits to make sure that the people maintain social distancing and they exit row wise.
Operational part, what kind of difficulty would you be facing because of this?
In terms of
operation, being like manpower.
In terms of there will be no difficulties as such. It's just that we have to be extra cautious and take more precautions in terms of ensuring that while the customer enjoys the movie in the multiplex, utmost care is taken in terms of the safety protocols.
So how excited are you that after 8 months theatres are going to open in the state of Tamil Nadu, considering that everybody were waiting for this, even though everybody knew the kind of risk that was coming along with it?
Very excited, of course. I'm sure the theatre owners are also excited, and so are our customers and mall patrons. I'm sure they are looking at coming back to the theatres with their families to enjoy the experience of seeing a movie in a multiplex versus an OTT, because OTT always existed even before COVID, and they always went along together. But the experience in a multiplex is something which an OTT platform cannot give you. So I'm sure people are looking forward, and as and when people start coming, gradually they will see the amount of safety precautions and protocols that we are adhering to. It will definitely revive.
Thank you. So this is a theater inside Phoenix Mall, and you could see the kind of like preparations that's been done over there. Constant cleaning, and the management here claims that after every show they will go ahead and make sure this place is sanitized, and even like precautionary steps have been taken in lavatories and things like that. And in fact, if you need to sit, you should be very careful, because this place is not allowed. So like every alternate seat is allowed for a person to sit, and that's how the decision has been taken to maintain these precautions because of COVID-19. However, several people claim that there is no way, just like we mentioned earlier, to equate the experience of watching a movie in a theater, and people are definitely willing to do so because it is something they have missed for nearly 8 months. At the same time, state has made it very sure that all these standard operating procedures had to be maintained for the people's welfare. With camera person Vijay Shekhar, Pramod Madhav for Mirana.